Hey girl gang, it's Dr. Joy here and you are watching Delivering Joy MD TV. Welcome to Well Woman Wednesday, where we have been talking about birth control options. So come on in my office, girl, and let's talk about the pill. Today we're going to be talking all about the pill, the most widely used form of birth control in the world. So make sure you keep watching. All right, girls. So let's break down the pill. I know that most of you have probably heard of the pill. Some of you are probably using the pill. So the pill is kind of what we think about when we think about birth control. Of course, in this video playlist, I have so many other forms of birth control. So girl, free your mind and start to think about things outside of the pill. Not that I don't love the pill, okay? But I know that the pill can be very difficult to remember to take every day around the same time. And that's precisely what you need to do. Most of the time, a pill is going to come in a pack that we call a blister pack. So basically it's got all the pills and you're able to just push them through that blister pack and have that pill that you can just go ahead and take and chug with some water or whatever your drink of choice is. And I highly recommend taking your pill at night, because taking your pill at night is a great way to sleep through any nausea or discomfort. A lot of stomach discomfort can occur sometimes when you first start taking the pill. So the thing about the pill is that it works by using hormones. You have combined pills, which means that the pill has both estrogen and progesterone, which are the same hormones that our ovaries make naturally. Or you can have what's called a mini pill or a progesterone only pill. I like to call them a pop for short. So progesterone only pill. So those are like little pops that you get. These are two basic types of pills that are out there. There are hundreds of formulations of pills, y'all. So, checking with your specific healthcare provider to learn about the pill that you're interested in is definitely a must. So the reason that there are two types of pills is that there are some folks who really should not be using estrogen in their pill. So we have a progesterone only pill, or a POP for short. So progesterone only pills are great for women who are breastfeeding. So if you're breastfeeding and you want to have some sort of birth control, the progesterone only pill is good for you because it does not reduce your production of breast milk. In addition, if you have problems taking estrogen, like let's say you've had a blood clot in your legs or your lungs, or if you've had severe liver disease, or if you have completely uncontrolled high blood pressure or uncontrolled diabetes, these are also reasons why you might consider a POP versus a combined birth control that has both estrogen and progesterone. So like I said earlier in this video, the pill is the most widely used birth control in the whole wide world. And that is because people feel like the pill is least invasive, that all they have to do is just swallow the pill once a day. The pill is teeny weeny tiny, so it's not like it's really, like a big horse pill you gotta chug down. So a pill is quite convenient. And believe it or not, y'all, if you go back and research the history of birth control, people have been using seeds and other forms of birth control they take once a day that really help to prevent pregnancy. In terms of the effectiveness of the pill though, it's about 91% effective with normal use. Now remember, we've been talking about perfect use in this series, and that means that you perfectly use it all the time. So that means you never forget your pill. You always take it around the same time of day, and you're just on it, doggone it. You don't mess up ever. That would give you 99% effectiveness. But if you're like me and sometimes your mind be a little bad and you forget things, or you go out of town and leave your pills at home, then 91% effectiveness is what you can expect with actual use. So if you are a fan of the pill, I definitely recommend a few things. A, that you keep your pill somewhere that you know you're going to see it every day. So I'll encourage people to put their pill right in the same little cup with their toothbrush, put their pill right there on their nightstand with their phone charger, because they know they're going to hook that phone up every night before they go to bed, so you can be powered up. So putting it there can be very helpful. Setting a pill reminder app can also be very helpful. And I've actually linked one down in the description bar so that if you are in need of a reliable pill app, I got you, girl. So check that out. Really, the thing here is being responsible and mindful of taking this pill every day, and it will work for you. Now, I told y'all my favorite birth control is the IUD. I'm an IUD girl. I'm IUD for life. I looked at things like the patch, the ring, the IUD, the Nexplanon, and you just not feeling any of it, the pill may be for you. You may be a person who has a better memory than me that can remember to take it each day. So how does the pill actually work? This has been a mystery for many years, but the truth of the matter is the pill works by stopping you from ovulating, so you're not releasing an egg each month. And that is really the source of its magic. Another thing the pill does is it causes the cervical mucus, or the mucus right at the entrance to the uterus, to get nice and thick. So you can think about it like kind of a sticky security guard. It's like, no sperm getting in here today. So since the pill keeps you from releasing an egg, and it keeps a lot of the sperm from getting up into the uterus and out into the fallopian tube where that egg would be, it gives you double duty. So that's how the pill works. There are always side effects, pros and cons to anything that we choose to put in our body. So I'm about to hit those up for you right now in terms of the birth control pill. The glass is always half full. I like being positive, right? So the first thing to know is that if you're gonna take that pill on time, and you're gonna take it every day, you're not gonna be forgetting it like I did, then you will have pretty good birth control. The other thing is that the pill protects against ovarian and uterine cancer. And the way that it does this is by stopping ovulation. So when we ovulate, the ovary actually produces a cyst that the egg is kind of stuck in. And when that cyst pops, it releases that egg that's ready to be fertilized. Well, guess what? It's just like a blister on your hand or on your foot. When that blister and that cyst pops, the ovary has to go back and heal itself. And sometimes in that healing process, abnormal cells on the ovaries can form. So by stopping your ovulation, the pill protects against ovarian cancer. Also, like we've talked about in the past, when you are getting ready to ovulate, the inside lining of the uterus gets really thick. It's like making copies of itself, just in case that egg gets fertilized and a pregnancy needs to fall down into the uterus and implant on that thick, cushiony lining. Well, the pill also helps to reduce the thickness of the lining inside of the uterus. So when you're thinking about uterine cancer, the thicker that lining gets, the more copies of itself that it makes, the more likely abnormal cells are to be there. So since you're on the pill, you're not ovulating, you're not getting pregnant, it also protects you against uterine cancer. And we know that about a year's worth of use of birth control pills can protect you by up to 50%. So definitely a win in that department. The other big pro is that if you have problems with your menstrual cycle, let's say your periods are really heavy, or they're lasting too long, or they're not coming regularly, or they're really, really painful, when you're having bad cramps and even days that you can't get out of bed because your period is starting, the pill can also help with that. The pill is actually considered first-line therapy for conditions like endometriosis, which I'll link that video up here in the card so you can watch that if you haven't already. It's also great for women who have heavy periods or really irregular periods, like women who might have trouble ovulating, like PCOS, which is another video I'll link up here. We talked about ovulation dysfunction. So the pill is really a first-line therapy for a lot of these things. Also, for my young tenderonis out there who have really painful periods, a birth control pill may be a good solution to that. And like I said, you get the benefit of preventing uterine and ovarian cancer too. So when you start your pill, especially if you started within 5 days from the start of your last menstrual cycle, then that pill is going to work for you that very same month. So if you start within 5 days of the first day of your period, then that pill is going to be protected right away. If you start your pill at a random point in your cycle, then you're going to need 7 days of backup birth control like a condom. And you know what I say. Pills, rings, patches, IUDs, they don't protect you against sexually transmitted infections. So a condom is always in order. If you are taking a pop or a progesterone only pill, that actually is going to work for you within 48 hours of starting that pill. So within that first 48 hours, if you are involved in a monogamous relationship and it's just you and your boo and your bae and your man or your woman or whatever, then you don't need backup after that 48-hour period. But like I say, condoms are a good backup at any time, any place, with anybody. And I don't know about you, but I had adult acne and the pill really helped a lot with my acne. In fact, there are certain formulations of pills that are FDA approved to treat acne, like orthotricycline. So if you're having issues with your periods, if you're trying not to get pregnant, and if you've got some acne going on, a combined pill may be just right for you. All right, so we know whenever there's an upside, there can also be a downside. So let's hit up the cons now. So like I've already said like 15 times now, but I'm gonna keep saying it anyway, the pill does not protect against sexually transmitted infections. You need a condom for that. And furthermore, you need to be real picky about your partners. And if somebody feels like it's time for them to jump in between the sheets with you, I think the first place they need to jump to is their doctor or health department to make sure they are clean when it comes to sexually transmitted infections. And you should do the same, right? Because it's only fair. Another con of the pills is that you can have some side effects like headaches, nausea, vomiting, sore breasts, even sometimes changes in your cycle, where your cycle is coming at a different time in the month or your cycles are much lighter. And then of course, with any hormonal birth control, like we've been talking about, breakthrough bleeding or spotting in between periods can certainly happen. The great thing about these side effects is they usually go away within 2 to 3 months of pill use. But if you're not feeling good on your pills, it's probably a better idea to go in and talk to your healthcare professional, come up with another plan so that you can find a birth control that not only works, but makes you feel like yourself. We have seen lots of instances where some formulations of pills make people feel a little cray-cray. So they're feeling like they're always moody, irritable, cussing folks out, you just talking mad trash to people. So if that's you, the pill may not be right for you. In terms of headaches, I do want to make sure that if you are a migraine sufferer, that means that you have severe headaches, that you've been diagnosed with migraines, the combined pill may not be for you. So maybe you could use a POP, a progesterone only pill, but the estrogen in the combined pill may not be for migraine sufferers, especially if you get what's called aura. And aura is where you can kind of tell that headache is coming on. You know that it's about to be a bad one. So if you have migraines with aura, combined pill ain't your thing, baby. Another con of the pill that people don't really think about is that unless you're able to get a prescription where your insurance company will cover multiple packs of a pill at a time, you're gonna have to go pick them mugs up every single month. And so if you forget to pick your pills up and you accidentally run out, that could be a problem because like we said, they only work when you take them. So making sure you're staying on top of picking those things up. If you're able to go through a mail order pharmacy where you can get 3 or 4 or 5 packs of pills at a time, that's usually ideal because who really has time to be running to the drugstore like every couple weeks? Also, if you have other medications that you're picking up from that drugstore, like antibiotics, antifungal medications, or anti-seizure medications, these can affect how well your pill is going to work. So you want to make sure you talk to your healthcare provider or your pharmacist about how that particular medicine mixes with your pills, and if you need to be more diligent about using a backup form of birth control until you finish those particular medications that you're on. Another warning is that if you have severe liver disease, if you have uncontrolled high blood pressure, if you've got diabetes that's all kind of crazy out of whack, the pill may not be for you. If you've had blood clots that travel to your lungs or even blood clots in your legs, pill may not be for you. So you want to make sure that you're talking to your healthcare provider. If you've had a personal history of breast cancer, then the pill may also not be for you. So asking the right questions when you go in to talk to your healthcare provider is absolutely important. And again, as I said when we talked about the patch, if you are over the age of 35 and you smoke cigarettes, I hope that we can get you to stop. But while you're smoking, the pill is not for you because it drastically increases your risk of blood clots in your legs or lungs, and those can be deadly. All right, ladies, so that's all about the pill. I hope that you understand it a little bit better now and you know how to make a decision. If you think that the pill may be for you, go ahead and talk to your healthcare provider about it. Also, if you got questions or comments or stories, go ahead and link those down in the comment section below. I would love to engage with you on this topic. And make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss a single Well Woman Wednesday episode, and hit that notification bell so that you know when the videos go up. I'll talk to you soon, girl gang. Peace.